Dear ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to participate in this conference, and my today's topic is going to be about publishing technology for online course content. Let me give you a short introduction about what this presentation is going to be about. And I would like to rush with you through the table of content. I will quickly introduce myself first. I will then talk about the challenges in online teaching and content creation that we have been seeing this year. I will mention some of the big problems that I have seen and maybe many other people have also seen as well. I would like then to introduce some of the workflows that I have been developing for my online classes, and I think this can be an important point to help other people as well who will produce online classes in the future. I will then give two small examples of how the workflow actually is working, and I will then come to a conclusion of what the advantages and benefits of this new technology can be. So let's see. I quickly talk about my background. As you can hear from my pronunciation, my background is German. I was born in Bonn, and my educational background is a master in cinema and audiovisual studies. So I'm a media professional in the production of videos, and recently I have been graduating from the school, making a PhD in computer science. My main topics of research are convergent publishing technologies and, as you can see from the background of my video and filming experience, virtual and augmented reality. And recently this has also merged in the topic of online learning. So this is briefly my background. Presently I'm in South Korea and I'm teaching at the university called Kwangwon University. The situation in the last year was very unusual for many people, and I just show you some examples of the communication that have been produced here, talking about the pandemic and the danger that this is implying. We all must stop COVID-19 before it stops everything, and better stay alone now or you stay alone forever. So not many governments are able to make predictions for forever, but in Korea we had this threat, and these measures actually have justified to move most of the education program we had in the universities online. And these online classes did not only cover the universities, but of course all sorts of online classes for all types of education, from primary education, secondary, and the universities as well. And the government has also published responding to COVID-19 online classes in Korea, a publication which documents the changes in future education. And I would quickly like to show you some examples that can be found in this study. So when we look here, we see actually here an online teacher survey conducted at the end of April, and we see here that most of the content that is made here consists of YouTube content, lectures made from EBS, the broadcasting channel for education, digital textbooks and lectures. So these are contents that are made by professionals, so content made by professionals. On the other side, you see that still many teachers in the high schools and primary schools were making their own content, and this accounts to almost 60% of the content. So you will see why this is actually important, because the teachers develop the content themselves. And this is, as I would say, content made by amateurs, because the teachers who were forced to produce the content in this year did not have any prior education to create videos and online. So they did the best they could to create this content, and this is actually 60% of the content. And from my experience, what we had in the university, this was also quite similar. So from one day to the next, teachers were pushed to create online content. So when we talk about publication, why I choose this subject is that when we actually create classes, we do not go straight to what you see here on the right side, the online seminar like I'm doing with you now, but we create keynotes, we create handouts, we create a textbook, quizzes, and sometimes also interactive online exams. And the problem is that for all these different things, we need a different software. And some you can do with text processing, other with online programming. But what is actually a very big challenge is to create all these tools and these publications from your idea of the class in the beginning. And what we see here, I'm quoting here just a prior research of publication workflows, is that different tools exist on the market, like TeamLink, YouTube, Zoom, Skype, WhatsApp, Google Meet, and Moodle, learning management systems, and WebEx. Probably most of you have experienced these tools, but they have some very important downsides, and this is what I would like to show, which gave me the reason to make this. So we have a lot of redundant work for multiple targets because we have so many different layouts and sizes. We have different formats and aspect ratios, and there is no technology to keep track if we want to change something and update documents, and basically we have no reusability of the content. So in order to manage all these type of sub-publications and to automate a big part of the online content creation workflow, I have developed for my own classes a technology for publishing which uses XML, the file format for a metadata language for creating a course, together with style sheet transformation and the LaTeX processor for creating automatically the slides, which are then used inside the online course. So this is a small example of Keynote and webcast content creation. More in detail, this can also be used for many different types of outputs. You see on the right side the book, the keynote, and also the interactive content. So by applying different style sheet transformation to the original meta format for the course, we have the big advantage that we create the course only one time, and then we can publish all these different outputs from one single source. I'm going very fast, but I still would like to show you what this looks like. So in order to see this a little bit clearer, I will zoom a little bit larger here. You will see that we have the meta format of the course, and inside I have created here own very simple structure for these kind of documents. You will see that we have, for example, the goals of the lessons and the different tasks inside the lesson. And you then have on the right side the style sheet transformation, which is going to to parse all the different tags on the left side in the XML and create from this LaTeX file, which is going to result from this input one time the textbook introduction like this, or if we want to have this in a keynote presentation in this style. The same thing we're going to do can also apply to the quizzes and exams. So you see we have the different layout as a textbook and as a keynote. And I believe this is very short to show you how this can work, but you see the results are working for different types of application. And I would like already to conclude, because the time is already so fast in this 10 minutes we only have. I would like to show you that it is actually possible to make course material from one single meta file format. It is possible to reduce the redundancy in the creation of content, of course material, because we can script it and we can solve the problem of multiple designs and publishing targets by this technology. And the very big benefit is not that we want to program our classes, but that we reduce the time for creating these course materials and that we have more time to focus on the teaching. In the end, I hope that this idea and this technology can help everybody to also improve the education quality for the students and for the universities as well. I thank you very much for your attention. You will find at the end some references here, and I am very sorry I cannot be there in person, but the topic of this lecture is also online content. So I all wish you the best to where you are, and many greetings from South Korea. Bye bye.